I'm back. So this is the little booklet that I've started to take on my travels, because we're off on holiday up to Cairns, which will be wonderful, and I just wanted a little booklet, and Rachel inspired me. So this is a piece of fabric, I think I got that off Etsy. This is the other side of this napkin, which was that salvos, which neighbours are wandering around out there, I think. A little bit of strawberry fabric to be stitched into. Yvonne's art. Just a little piece of paper, which will be quite nice to write on in there. Blank page, which we can do something with today. And I've stamped some watercoloured paper. I think it's called Bockingfoot. It came with some stamps. And it's a lovely water paper. It's a smooth. It'll take quite a bit of watercolour. Nice to use your coloured pencils on. And also the Inktense. It takes Inktense quite well. So I've just stamped a little image on there. Left this one blank because I can do my own watercolour there. Some days I just don't feel like drawing, and it's nice just to sit and do a little watercolour. Just another little blank there. That'll serve to sort of go between the two, and I can write on this. Another little stamped image. Decal cut the edges there. Just a little bit of an image there. You could write something in there if you felt like it. And then my favourite little dragonfly. I had to have a dragonfly. They're my favourite little insects. They're so cute, the way they hover. If you're ever up the river, they, while you're swimming up the river, up the Tally River, they just hover above you. They're really quite funny. And of course, living by the sea, we have to have a seaside scene. Of course we do. This is some of Rachel's a little chook there with a little leg, one of her ephemera packs, the little cutout ones. I've just put a little frame around it. Bit of a clover. I don't know why I put the clover there, I just thought it went. There's a fox to paint, just another stamp. I think these are pink ink, the fox. Here's a pink ink stamp. And we have the middle with some cute little rabbits for a middle page. Another blank one. Another little hare there. Hopefully you can see them. And some mushrooms, little fairy. Be fun to paint. And this is another one of Rachel's from her little cutout pack. But when I decal cut it, I cut the bird's beak off. I was very annoyed with myself. Nonetheless, it is what it is. Another little beach scene, gather life's little treasures. The other side of that, and more rabbits. Of course you've got to have rabbits, it's Easter. Just a little scene there of boats. And of course we're going to Cairns. In Cairns, if you ever go there, there's the most wonderful, wonderful aquarium. And they have seahorses, and they have the daddy seahorse there. And while we were there last time, he birthed a whole lot of little baby seahorses. So it's a great place to go, it really is. So we'll try and get there. We've got relatives to see up there, and some more hares and a bit of a vision there. Another blank page, Yvonne's art. This hair has got a bit of batting in it, so I'll be able to stitch the strawberries, which will be really nice. And Christine from Create and Craft with Christine very kindly sent me one of her Nana's Travelling Rick-Rack. I thought, this is a little travel book. She had that on her little, when she sent me the little pack, she had this included, and I thought, oh, that'd be just so nice. So that's going there in the back of it. And that's just the back. It's got a little bunny on with some apples, a couple of little doodackies here, just for decoration. So I think that will be a really nice, I'm just going to do a pamphlet stitch to stitch it together. I think that'll be a really lovely little journal to take away with me. So I'll just take that out. That's going to be the cover bit, and we can decorate some of these pages in here, I thought. You might like to come and help me do that. Just come along for the journey. So I'll take these ones out. These aren't going to be decorated because they're my watercolour ones. We'll put them all aside. That one, no. That one, no. Just these little plain ones. Oh, let's see here. What have we got? Little rabbits. Let's start with this one. Nice plain paper. Probably don't want to do too much to that side, but these we can. Leave some room for writing. I've got this little, it's another little bit of from Rachel's cutouts. Quite like that. And I have these really, I don't really want to do too much because I quite like I've got these little hearts that are I think they're called 3D impresslets, but they make really, really gorgeous little cutouts. So we probably want, I would think, something in the background. So what have we got that might be pretty nice over here in the pile of goodies? Rachel does her journals at such a speed because she's just so used to doing them that I'm thinking, oh, there go the glasses. We have this really nice little bit of stuff here. I quite like that. That's actually not too bad. This is actually, yeah, why don't we just do that? That's okay. I think that'll be all right. Got a bit of all the dogs in the neighbourhood. Like all the people on holiday, they've all arrived and they got all barking dogs. And they all say hello to each other because they haven't seen each other for a while since the last holidays. So I think I'd like probably a bit of this in there, maybe. And let's do that. That's okay, that's done. This page is done. I'm not going to mind if it's, yep, let's do that. Okay. Easy. It doesn't have to be too fussy, I don't think. It's a little holiday journal. It can be fun. As long as I've got somewhere to write and paint and stitch, I'm going to be really happy. Yeah, that'll be good. Happy with that. Let's wind up the good old Yoo-hoo stick. These stick closed. Gosh, until I sort of starting watching all the videos, all the lovely girls that do the videos, like Corinne, Christine, Kate in the Nest, and discovered these sticks. Gee, what a difference they make. Where am I going with this? I really probably want it maybe somewhere like that. Don't want to. Here we go. Look at that. Just chuck that on there. Not really. I have thought about it slightly. We're going in a few days, so I kind of got to get this together. I probably shouldn't have started it so close to leaving, but I saw that lovely journal that Rachel made, and I thought, oh yeah, now that would be so good. Just tear that bit off the end there to take away. Where am I going with this bit? Alrighty. I think I want, yeah, I don't want pointy corners, I want round corners. Yep, sometimes you don't get round corners, you get odd corners, like that one. Because the end isn't, oh dear, there's activity outside and Madam's on the ball. Little Miss Muffet, come on, away from there. Too much activity out in the neighbourhood. Probably really don't really want all of that, I'm thinking. This has got like a lacy bit on it. I think I want, no, okay. I'm going to tear a bit of that away. I want to see some of this. I don't want too much in here. Okay, let's be decisive. I haven't got much time. So, what else have we got? Lots of green in that. I want to bring a bit of that green, I think. What have we got here? I've got this little bit there. I could bring a bit of green in, couldn't it? Yeah. Maybe bring that down a bit. Yeah, you've got the pink coming in there. Got a bit of green with this. Well, maybe we want a bit of green down here. Let's do this. Let's cut it in half. And we'll have 2 bits of green. That'll do us, I think. Am I still in camera? Oh, I hope I am. Probably there. Alrighty. Where's me dauber? We'll do the edges. Make it look a bit cool. Rachel works at such a pace because she's so used to making her journals. They're not something that I do very often, but it was such a fantastic idea. I thought, oh, let's go for it. Let's just do it. Rightio, how are we looking, chicken? We've got a little chicken there. Yeah. And how has everybody's week been? I am just so excited to be going on holiday. So let's do a little bit of inking around the edge of that. It looks like a bit raw, isn't it? There's actually a bit of crocheted embossing on this piece. It's an old piece of scrap I would have had from something else, I would imagine. There we go, that's a bit tidier. There we are. Alright, let's go. Let's get this done. We have to go out to tea tonight. We've booked in. I tried to book in earlier, but of course I forgot. It's school holidays here in Queensland and everywhere is pretty booked. We sort of run down our supplies. Do I like it better there? No, I think I like it there. Yeah, I do. Yeah. What are we going to do with these little bits? I'm just going to make a bit of grass down the bottom for Chucky to sit on. Yeah, put that up there. I think that'll be right. Now these were, I did actually cut these out of. I used some Cricut sticker stuff, but however, they're the devil of a thing to, they're really hard to get off the back. In fact, it's nearly impossible. Oh, well, what can you do? Oops, I've moved the table, sorry. I'll come back in. There, that's better. The table's on wheels because I have to wheel it out. We live in a very small space here, and if I'm doing a bit of crafting out in the lounge where the light is very good out here usually, oh gosh, I could be here till next week trying to get this undone. Ah, got it. Yay! There we go, look at that. Okay, that's all stuck down. Now how do we want to put this? That way? Or do we want it this way? Oh no, help me out here. You would if you could, I know. I want to see a bit of that lacy work. I think we're going to go with this. I think that'll look pretty good like that. Let's do that. Let's just do it. Okay, this bit here. Alright, that's good. That's good. That is good. I like it. It's cool. Now the other thing I haven't done, I've probably left this all too late really, but it's been a good project and it's probably kept my mind. I get a bit excited when I'm going on holiday and I don't sleep overly well. It's probably kept my mind a little bit, you know, occupied and stop me thinking about going on holiday. It's going to be so good to catch up with everybody. We're actually this time travelling up by boat. So the 1,000 kilometres will take us a couple of days by boat. Now I have this other little chickies here. I think they might look quite nice on that side. So what else have I got to put with them? What's over here? Let's have a look. Alrighty-o. Oh look, a bit of this. I really like this kind of tissue paper. I like the transparency of it. But I think that might be a bit busy. It's going to be too busy. Maybe a plain a bit. Ooh, what have we got here? Yeah. Rachel cuts her little fussy cuts out so quickly. I'm like, oh, could take me a week. How does that look on there? Well, you can't really see it that well. I know, that's not going to do. It's not going to do at all. That's just not going to be very good. What else have we got in the stash? Let's have a little look here. Oh, it's kind of like they're chirping and making music there. I can make that work. I'm pretty sure I can make that work. I probably don't need all the busyness around the outside, but yeah, let's do that. Bit of this. What else have we got? Got a you end up with such a mess, don't you? When you're making stuff, it's just kind of everything evolves. What else do we have? I hope I'm not, my arms are just all in the wrong place. I don't have a lot of stuff. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, not particularly. Maybe we'll bring in a bit of this. Why not? That'll do. It's kind of got that crocheted look on it. Quite like that. We're just doing the edges. They don't look so obvious. Alright. Do we want that all as a background? I'm kind of not really liking all that, am I? Some of it I do, but not all of it. Here goes nothing. I think if we kind of tear that, I like the music, that's pretty good. Let's round these edges off. See how we go with it. Okay, rightio. Ooh, that didn't happen. Oh, what's happened? It's got stuck in there. I tell you, it's touch and go with these things. That's better. Yeah, it's alright. That won't do anything. Yeah. You can get that bit of point out of there. Take that down there a bit, I think. You know, it's just whatever you fancy, isn't it, really? Whatever you think works. I'll put that on an angle. Angle of the dangle. You know, it's just to add a bit of substance. What's on the other side of this? Nothing. Okay, well that's alright. It's not quite fitting. Which way am I going to go with it? Don't want it straight. Okay, I need a bit off here. You just got to do it. Alrighty, I'm happy with that. Let's go with it. Let's just go with it. You can't be too fussy, and it is just a journal for me to do my painting in. I'm going to go on an angle. On an angle, on that angle. So I got that. Yep, I like that. Might not be everybody's taste, but hey. Got our little birdies. That gives them a bit of a background there, I think. However, if you put them there, they look like they're chirping. So let's go this way with it. that under there and that on the top of there. Okay, have I inked the edges of that? Oh no, and it's another one of these ones that I've printed out. I'm not doing that again. I can't get them undone. I'm sure there's some trick. If anybody knows a real good way to get these undone, let me know. It's like the jars in the kitchen, you know. You're darn near starve, I tell you, if you didn't have something to open them with. All the jars are so hard to open. I've got a little cloth that I made myself with a bit of grip on one side to open the jars. Okay, we're on a roll now. Out you come. Look, I have got it done. Good. I didn't ink the edges. Well, that was silly, wasn't it? Oh well. No time like the present. Away we go. Yep. Gosh. I got some that I didn't use the sticky paper with, thank goodness, because this is a bit of a challenge. I didn't think that it'd be hard to get off. Alright, sticky paper, you're down there for the minute. Did I glue that in? Yep, did that. Let's put this bit on. Down the bottom. I'm not minding the brown paper in the background. That's all good for me. Don't mind that. Now, where were these birds going to go? They were going to go there because they were chirping with the music. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sticky birds. There you go with your bit of music there. Away you go. And we're laughing. Well, you're chirping anyway. That'll do me. It's coming unstuck. Yeah. Alrighty. Bit there. Okay. I don't think that's too bad. Remember, these are two separate pages, so they won't actually look like that. They'll be a separate thing. Yeah, that's a bit of fun. Okay. That side's going to stay the same. Done. Let's have a look, another look. I might leave it open so it, yeah, I'm happy with that. Might leave that open so it dries a bit. Okay, next one. Next page. Where are you? You've gone and disappeared on me. Here they are. Hopefully we're in shot still. Ooh, wow. That side I'm leaving. That one's done. Need to do something with that. Okay. Alrighty. Well, she cried. I was really organised till I wasn't. Here we go, this little bird. I really like this little bird. Another bunny there. My printer doesn't exactly print a very good colour, I have to say. I think we've got a few bunnies, so we might go the bird. Now, when Rachel cuts these out, she goes like a rocket. But for me, I'm a bit of a slow old thing doing this, tell ya. If I cut his beak off, I'm going to be really disappointed. A cute little bird. So if you ever find your way up to Cairns, it's well worth it. The Great Barrier Reef is up there. Early Beach is also a very lovely little spot. They usually, when the boats are in, they have a little market on the foreshore. So we're catching up with friends there as well. The beauty of being on the boat is at Easter time, you're not paying, you're just paying the usual cruise price. And you've got your accommodation and your food and all of that's all included, because Easter prices, which would be the same, I imagine, anywhere in the world, will be pretty expensive. It's a special time of year, and it's a good holiday too. It's, some businesses, that's the only time they get their holiday. Let's put a bit of black stuff around there, see if we can outline that. Yeah, there we go. That's easy. Our little finger guy here. Little finger puppet. Hello, how are ya? Makes life a bit easier. So hopefully you've all got some lovely plans for Easter. What are we going to do with this little guy? He's kind of really cute. Now, I don't really know. What do we got? Ah, okay. So I know this is really bright and glary in it, but it has really lovely little dandelions on it. So I don't quite know how I'm going to do this, but I think our little birdie, let's have a look. And yeah, I kind of reckon that could work somehow. Don't quite know how. Hopefully that's not too shiny for you. But I've put a bit of embossing on there, and I don't know how I'm going to quite make it work, but I'm going to. And let's put something underneath. Ooh, so it's got all that on it as well. I quite like that. It's not a particularly good piece of paper, this, I have to say. Let's see what we can do. Our faithful corner thing here, which worked this time. Yeah, bit of black stuff around there. I'm just using Ranger Archival. It just dries real quick. It's permanent, and it puts a good colour on it. Rightio. There we go. We're good. Alrighty. Yeah, that'll do me. I reckon that'll be alright. Let's put a bit of glue on that. This is just old tile I got over here. I put a bit of cork on the bottom of it. It's quite good for gluing on it, and then you just give it a wipe later. You're not wasting any paper or anything. This is just a really quick little, yeah, good I like that. That's cool. Do I want, if I put him against that blue, he's not really going to stand out, is he? What about here? Not really, no. So, and I don't think I have got anything. What else might he stand out against? Yeah, you could stand out against that. Alrighty, what are we going to do with you, mister? I think we're going to keep it pretty plain. I think we're going to give him some little hearts. Let's go with the hearts. And a clover. Yeah, bit of clover. Yeah, I think we can go with that. It's different. I quite like that. I wonder if I've got a clover like that. Yes, I have. Look at that. Oh, I can hear the girls. We went on a retreat with Corinne from up in Ipswich last year. Here we go. Yeah, he's so cute. I just like him quite plainly on his own there, really. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with that. The cute little fella. I imagine. And there were some ladies there on the retreat that did art. Very nice art too. And of course, here's me with my two things. And they looked at me and they looked at what I was doing and they said, no, you can't have two. It's got to be an odd number. I went, oh, why? I said, we don't know why, but it has to be an odd number. I mean, oh, great. Yeah, look, he looks like he's diving down there and into his nest or something, I guess. So yeah, odd numbers. So that's really stuck in my head. So oh no, you don't do twos, you do odds. Oh, of course, okay. Alright, there you go. You're quite nice, bit of clover there. Nice little heart to go with Easter. I like my little hearts. Here we go. Not too much on that page. Quite simple. Meow. Meow. Oh, okay. I don't want to get too close to that bit there because I don't mind they're very hard to stick down these because they're got a bit of texture to them. There we go, that'll do us. I think that's pretty good. That'll do me. If I put anything behind the bird, you're not going to see him particularly well. What are we going to do over this side? We've got our lovely birdie. A little rabbit there. We've had a few chickens, haven't we? What else have we got? Oh, I do like the chickens. Oh, look at these. How cute are they? How very cute are they? What are we going to do with them? We're going to have to cut them out a bit more. Oh, and they've got the sticky stuff again on the back. Oh, look. How cute. Right. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Oh, yeah. A lot of this will come out in the wash when you use your... Oh, I hope I'm in frame. I accidentally put the camera on the wrong way. But anyway, you live and learn, and I'm only learning, and this is only my second video, so hopefully it's all right. If not, well, I can only get better. Alrighty, there we go with that. Oh, we're getting a few shadows, aren't we? Yeah, we haven't really got a lot of light. Oh, it's getting towards dark really quick now because we're actually coming into, we're in autumn at the minute, we're coming into winter. Oh, around the corner there. And if we come, I might be able to just swing there. Here we go. Here we go. I can hear voices telling me to turn the paper. Easier said than done, guys. Need a bit of help with this fussy cutting, I can give you the tip. It's a real Aussie saying, I can give you the tip. Never mind. Oh dear. Oh, poor little, I don't want to chop his little leg off, it's such a little leg. Oh dear. There we go. That'll just about do us. How are we going here? Oh, not exactly my forte, this fussy cutting, and yet sometimes your eyesight isn't really overly good either. Oh dear, how's the light with this? Not good at all. Well, we might have to end, I think, but you get the general gist of it. Yeah, so that'll look nice there. What else are we going to do with it? I quite liked, and I don't know whether it'll work. What do we got over there? A bit of green. Look, his feet are really hard to do. But I'm going to make an effort. If I lose a foot, I'm just going to glue it. That sounds good, doesn't it? It'd be good if you lost a foot and you could glue it, wouldn't it? Hey, how about that? Oh well. Oh dear. I'm having a real struggle with this one. Alright, I think that's as good as he gets. Little bird. And I'm probably going to have to go because the light, I've lost the light. I don't have a lamp over here. I do have a lamp, but it's all the way over the other side of the room. Anyway, alright, what am I thinking there? Let's just quickly do this one, and then I'll have to put the book together another day. I'm losing. So we've sort of got this stuff happening here. Little fella here, got this nice little frame. I wonder if I can kind of, oh, does that work? That works for me. And something in the background. Something in the background. What do we have? I'll tell you what. Let's have a look and see whether that. It's a bit harsh. I feel it's a bit harsh, that one. Oh, some spots. Oh, what's this? What's this that we've got? Okay. They're kind of having a bit of a tug of war with this, aren't they? Take that away and see what that looks like. Yeah, that could work. That could work quite well, I think. Yeah, that's kind of cool. This is sort of looking like a bit of a wormy thing, isn't it? I've rounded the corners on that. Alright, let's just do that. Now, simple. I've embossed that and put a bit of ink on it, so why not use it? Alrighty. To redo this side, I'm thinking I might want to go around. Can you see the lacy bit? I'm so sorry about the light. I'll do better next time, I promise. Right, okay. Alrighty. And then I'm just going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch to stitch the little book together, which will be super cool. I'm racing now, aren't I? Look. There we go. That out of the way. I made a terrible mess, but never mind. Ooh, okay. So probably a little bit smaller. Yep, I think that'll do. And of course this has got that terrible sticker on the back. Again. Yeah, why not? They're cute. I'd like that top edge not to be... These are a great thing. I wonder if I can make this work. Let's see. Let's see, I just wanted a bit shorter and I might use the bigger end. Good invention, these. I do have a decal cutter, but these are just handy to have on your desk and away you go with them. Yep, and this is too blunt now for me. There we go, that'll dry. Simple, easy, just to pop in the book. And on a couple of the others I need to make pockets, but as we're running out of the light, I think you get the general gist of it. Maybe another video. Probably not this week though, because we're heading off on holiday. But if I get a chance while I'm on holiday, I'll do a bit of filming. That could be fun. Put a bit of filming up while we're out to sea. Thank goodness all the cyclones are gone. Gee, we've been a bit hammered with that, I tell you. Alrighty. Oh, that even looks like Western Australia. The Australians will know what I mean, you know, coming up here and a bit of a point there. Look at that. Yeah, and I'm going to put these little chicks just right there. I think that'll do me. Do I want something else? Do I? Oh, maybe I do. Maybe on this one. That one I just wanted the birdie to stand out. But this one, let me see. It's a bit distracting, I think. Let's have a look. If we just had some words or something, that'd be good. We do. We've got this here. Right. Oh, you've got some little birds and stuff happening at the top there. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Sometimes you just get a bit lucky, don't you? Quite like that. Yeah, that'll do me. Look, you've got a couple of birds hanging out there. So, where do we want to come with it? A couple of little guys poking out the end. I like the little birdies. So, let's just, these little bits. Actually, I don't know whether you can tear this with the decal cutter. I think I made a mess of one the other day. Let's give it a go. Oh, it's not too bad. I don't know what I did the other day. It just sort of disintegrated. I'll fold that there like that. Alright, how are we going? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, probably won't get all of them in, but let's go with that. I must have used too much force the other day, I think, and the whole thing went sideways. How are we going? Are we still in frame? Oh, we appear to be. Making a hang of a mess, but oh, well, that's what art's all about, isn't it? Get your stuff out, use it. I really want these birds up here. Yeah, okay. Alright. What are we going to miss out on here? Now, guaranteed, if I tear the top of this, I'll end up tearing the birds because there's not much to grab hold of. Let's just bend it a bit and see what happens. And you hold it down real straight. I think that's half the battle is to... Yeah, that's got it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we need to come... I'm afraid these guys are going to have to come in a bit. Here. I don't really want it particularly square, but oh, it's hip to be square, they say, isn't it? So let's do a bit of square, see what happens. Oh yeah, that'll work. We'll come in. How far? I want that there like that. Yep, that'll be good. I'll lose these guys on the end, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I might have. Let's have a look. Yeah, that'll be right. You just got to get on it and do it, don't you? Have fun. Get your stuff out. Use your collection of goodies. Let's have a look. Yep, that's good. Happy with that. Stick that on there. That's a bit of fun. Actually, I quite like that just the way it is, quite frankly. We can put our little birdies there. Yeah, cool. That'll do. I can save that for another page. That doesn't need to be there. Yeah, let's go with that. You see, as you fiddle around with stuff, you get ideas. And it may look a bit strange. I think this is Tim Holtz. What do you call it? Paper, tissue paper. I have all sorts of paper, tissue paper. Anyone sends me anything with printed tissue paper, I just keep it. I like it. It makes cool backgrounds. The lady I get, Tate's Vintage, I get a lot of, buttons and things off her. She wraps her stuff in toile, tissue paper, but it's got toile printed on it, which is cool because I keep all that paper. And then you've got it all, some beautiful toiles to put in your... Yeah. Oh, sorry, I banged the camera. Oh, I hear other people complaining about that. Oh, bubbled it. Anyway, I doubt whether I'll be able to get that back up now. I've got no fingernails. Oh, yes, I can. Only just. Otherwise I would have lose my seagulls. There we go. I should have put some just on the thing there. There we go. Okay. Rightio, can we flatten it out? Of course we can. There we go. We can do anything. Don't mind if that sticks over the edge a bit. That's cool. Our little chicks on there. Oh, would you believe it? It's another one of these. Oh dear me. I'm not definitely going down this road again. The eyesight's no good for it, and the nails aren't either. There must be an easier way, surely. Oh. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. I thought, oh, that'd be good because then you have a sticker on one side, never thinking that you've got to get the darn thing apart. Here we go. I managed to work it. Aha. Now I've got to be real careful of that little chicken's legs. Chicken's legs. Here we go. And it's going to pop our little chickens there. They can be seaside chickens, little chickens. There, love it, love it, love it. That just suits me. Here we go, can you see them? Yep, good. Well, I think that's probably about it. Now, I do have another couple of things to share with you that I've been doing this week. I've been to Vinnie's. Was it Vinnie's? I think it was Vinnie's I got these at. And these had these two little bunnies. And I have a few friends, as we're travelling, I'll take a few things. Just to give you some ideas. You know, if you wanted to make something. These are two little vintage egg cups that I got at the op shop or thrift store, I think they call them overseas. They're cute. Little pink one and a little blue one. And I've just made little pin cushions out of them. So yeah, when I make the pin cushions, I just put a little button at the bottom so that if you're poking, they're not going to poke them. But they fit perfectly. Look at that. They're just made out of big Suffolk puffs. Put some buttons on them, and there's a little Easter idea, especially for, you know, people. We don't eat chocolate because we don't need to eat chocolate. We love chocolate, but we try not to eat it. We eat carob, but there's no carob Easter eggs, which is unfortunate. But there's only natural sugar in the carob that we get because we're not allowed to have a lot of sugar, which is such a shame. Now, the other little op shop thing that I found was this little dish, and there are plenty of little dishes in the op shops. I come across them all the time. This is a gorgeous little dish. It does have a make on it, which I can't read. $2. $2, I tell you. And this was from, there are a whole heap of them in a box. I think there's 4 little bunnies in a box from Bed and Bath for $12. So for our friends up in Cairns, they don't eat chocolate either. I'm going to do that. And these are little vintage Suffolk puffs, or you can make your own. I've got a little Suffolk puff maker. And what I do is, except the little corner of that, is I put inside there some nice smelly little lavender, and then close up the puff so the lavender doesn't come out. So you can make a little bowl instead of eggs. You can make your little smelly satchels into eggs, but it's just easier with Suffolk puffs. Well, it's easier for me. And yeah, you just put your little lavender or smelly thing in there and then close up the puff. Another idea is to put a little pom-pom on there so it looks like a little rabbit tail. So I've got that to make yet. So lots of things to do before we go on holiday, but I'm so looking forward to it. And the other thing I got from Bath and Breakfast was this cute little, and I just had to have it. I think it was, might be still on the bottom. No, it's not. I think it was $10. There was the only one left. So that's another thing you can do. You can go to your op shops, you can find your cups and saucers. You could make a little bunny and pop it in there. Great little idea. Or you could, you know, as I've done here, make a little pin cushion out of a cup and saucer. There's plenty of little cups and saucers in the op shops on the Gold Coast. The young ones don't seem to like them at all. So yeah, so I hope that gives you some inspiration. I've had heaps of inspiration from all our lovely ladies out there. Sobe curated, Beck from there, and Corinne on her wonderful journeys. So I hope you all have a wonderful Easter. And if I can do some recording while we're sailing, I will certainly do that. Thank you so much for joining me. Hooroo, see you next time.